Restaurants now offer more gluten-free options than ever before, but there's a good chance that some of those gluten-free dishes actually are not. Researchers use gluten detection devices to test over 5,600 menu items from restaurants across the country. And what they found was nearly 1/3 of the dishes advertised as gluten-free contained gluten. Pizza and pasta were the biggest culprits, with about half of the gluten-free versions of those dishes still containing gluten. For people with celiac disease, just a small amount of gluten can cause damage to the intestines.
Halloween is a few weeks away, but a little girl named Aria is celebrating the holiday early, along with Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, and her birthday. That's because she has a rare form of cancer, and it's the third time she's gotten the painful diagnosis in her short life. Aria is on hospice with less than 6 months left to live. Her story has touched the nonprofit organization Hero Watch, so today they threw her a party for the holidays that she might not get to experience again.
I thought about giving her some memories, and really her family, some more memories before she's gone.
No, we thought it was just going to be just like something simple, small, family and friends.
A couple weeks back, she wasn't allowed to be around this many people.
More than 500 guests were helping Aria celebrate.
Later in sports, the NDSU Bison are headed for one of the toughest atmospheres in the conference. Beth has updates on how the team is prepping for Western Illinois.
Plus, 24 people who were 17 and younger ran this year's Twin Cities Marathon. And that has some asking if they're still growing, can a long distance like that damage their body?
Tonight's news brought to you by Dakota Growers Pasta Company. Come make pasta with us.
You're watching Valley News Live on KVLY, your hometown NBC station.
In a trade war, North Dakota gets hurt the most.
The trade dispute with China is taking a major toll on North Dakota's soybean industry.
A major North Dakota ag equipment manufacturing company is bracing for possible long-term pain.
The elevators, because of tariffs and other reasons, have lost their markets.
Heidi Heitkamp opposes the trade war. Kevin Kramer says farmers are hysterical and we should have a higher pain threshold. You decide. Majority Forward's responsible for the content of this ad.
During SUV season at your local Northland Ford dealer, get special closeout savings on a 2018 Ford Explorer, the best-selling SUV of all time. And as the temperature drops, stay comfortable and connected with heated seats, heated steering wheel, voice-activated Sync 3, and tech to start your engine from anywhere. The best time to save is now. During Ford's SUV season, get $6,000 in total savings or lease a 4x4 Explorer for just $299 a month. Only at your local Northland Ford dealer.
Ready to go when you are.
Wow, you look nice. Getting around isn't as easy as it used to be. That's why we called Bath Fitter. They removed our old tub and installed a beautiful new spacious shower. Now, getting in and out is a breeze. And we have peace of mind with seamless walls that provide a watertight fit, plus their lifetime guarantee. Thanks to Bath Fitter, life is so much easier with a shower we love.
Call today or learn more at bathfitter.com.
The closer you get to home, the more you know the commute is worth it. For all the work you pour into this place, you sure get a lot more out of it. You and that John Deere tractor, so versatile, you can keep dreaming up projects all the way home. It's a longer drive, but just like a John Deere, it's worth it. Nothing runs like a Deere.
Stop by RDO Equipment Company today or visit us at rdoequipment.com and get the tractor package that meets all your needs.
I'm Heidi Heitkamp, and I thought you should hear exactly why I voted against Judge Kavanaugh. First off, honestly, I don't think he told the truth. And even if he did, he showed himself to be too biased to be impartial. I voted for Neil Gorsuch, so I know there are many other conservative judges who can fill this job without tearing our country apart. I approve this message because I believe a senator has to put politics aside and do what's right for our country.
Last week, Fallon had the biggest laughs.
Here we go.
This week, there's John Cena, Timothée Chalamet, Jonah Hill, and Alec Baldwin. And tonight, Anthony Anderson and Shaquille O'Neal. New Tonight Show. Then Seth has Jennifer Garner. Tonight.
This year's Medtronic Twin Cities Marathon featured several teenagers on the course, including a 15-year-old girl who finished 6th in the elite women's field.
All those young people had many of you on social media wondering, can you be too young to run a 26.2-mile race? Camille Williams reports.
As long as it's balanced and approached in a healthy way, which should be guided sometimes by sports medicine specialists and physical therapists and trainers, usually fine.
This past weekend's Twin Cities Marathon got people talking, many of them concerned about the risks those 17 and under face running a 26.2-mile race. Race officials say they don't have an age limit, and they had 24 people, 17 and younger, run the race. The youngest was 12. University of Minnesota's sports medicine physician, Dr. Dave Jewison, says cause for concern for kids is overtraining or overuse.
And this happens in gymnasts, young people who are gymnasts who are still growing. If they do a lot of, the weight-bearing activities on their wrists, sometimes their end of their wrist bone will close early.
To avoid young people overusing a part of their body, he suggests that parents encourage them to take a more well-rounded approach to training, making sure they use different muscles and movements. He says the goal is to have balance and avoid stress fractures and joint problems later in life.
And our typical message for young people, pediatrics and adolescent athletes is that the amount of training per week should equal their age per hour. So if somebody's 8 years old, they probably shouldn't be doing more than 8 hours a week for that sport. And if they do, there is an increase in most cases in any sport with overuse injuries.
Camille Williams, KARE 11 News.
The Twin Cities Marathon requires parental consent for youth 17 and under. Several other big marathons, including the Boston Marathon, require runners to be at least 18 years old.
Remember to like Valley News Live on Facebook. You can follow the latest news, weather, and breaking news updates anytime on your feed. Just search Valley News Live, like our page, and you'll stay informed throughout the entire day.
The Bison are prepping for Western Illinois.
Yes, it's always one of the toughest places to play, and half of that is the journey to get there. We're going to break that down a little bit and hear from Chris Kleiman about what makes this so tough for his team. Stick with us.